Oh my God, do you feel it? It is the pirate inside of you coming alive tonight. We're gonna go places you've never been, see places you've never seen. We're gonna hear things we've never heard, and somehow I will figure out how to turn the pirate music down.
Yeah, good Lord.
I like it loud, y'all.
Oh man, I lost my pirate voice, but here we are. It's Sunday the 26th of February. It has been real hot here. Michael Tall is here to tell you that Jack Armstrong is here to tell you that Kevin Palmer is here, and we're all queer. So deal with it.
Hey.
Non-binary and also hairy. That's my kind of people. Pirates.
Man, you really brought it on the intro today, man. This week's intro, I loved it. Pirate theme? What made you think pirates?
I've been watching a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Queer pirates? Because you said queer in there, too.
I mean, take a look at this and tell me he's not.
What was the pirate porno we used to watch?
Oh, it's Pirates.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and it was the highest grossing at the time.
We would sit around and watch this. We like, what? It was like a narrative pornographic film.
Ben had it.
What the fuck?
It was a high budget porn.
Kevin, you've seen it.
I don't remember this. What house? Which house?
Chestnut.
Back when the porn industry was something, and they actually made films like that.
Yeah.
Had like a DVD of it.
Oh, yeah. Ben had a poster.
It's pretty rad. Poster. Oh, I do remember the poster. So, yeah, okay. The poster came with the DVD, I guess.
Yeah, I assume so.
Okay, so apparently, well, as of 2015, still held the record for the highest budget. But then they did a sequel. Pirates 2 had a higher budget, $8 million for a porno.
And we're talking about the porno.
The first one had a $1 million.
You know what? It's starting to come back to me now. I remember that poster. The poster, yeah.
I think it had like Jenna.
Yeah, it was Jenna Jameson? Jenna Hayes.
Right? Because Jameson didn't.
Jenna Hayes. I think you're right. I think Jenna Hayes was in it.
A bunch of nice, talented ladies. That's all I know.
A bunch of nice ladies. They could have been our moms.
Very diverse cast.
Scissor me timbers, am I right?
Yeah, that sound.
Had to be a few lesbian scenes in there.
Did you hear me, though? The cast was very diverse.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. They had an Asian scene. Yeah. A black scene.
Yeah, Mike, that's what I'm saying.
Some Caribbeans.
Ladies.
And what kind of pirates were they? Huh? Somalian pirates?
Look at me.
Those kind.
The little skinny guys, digging them down.
They're like the little green men of pirates. They're like aliens.
We're starved for food, but not for pussy.
What did a pirate honestly look like, do you think?
Probably just like an Englishman called it C.
No, I think they look like a peg leg, hook hand.
Yeah.
Parrot on the shoulder. Yeah, eye patch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was working my way up.
Yeah.
I think that they really did try to go off of old stuff on the movies. So, look at him. There he is, a pirate.
Well, we all know stereotypes are 100% correct. So.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wish that was not there, so. Are you a pirate?
They got the pirate info behind a paywall. Don't you love that? They're the real pirates.
I love stereotypes.
Yeah. And a real pirate isn't paying through a wall.
Which type do you like the best? We're talking like Roland, maybe like a nice Rode stereo. Which type?
I was thinking Panasonic.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good brand. Couldn't think of any actually good brands.
A nice home hi-fi.
Home hi-fi. I remember Panasonic. I remember Kenwood back in the day.
Dude, we had a huge one at my house when I was a kid.
A big Kenwood?
No way my parents could have afforded this thing.
It was a Kenwood, so they stole it. They got it like free from working.
No, they just bought it when they probably shouldn't have.
I remember my dad got a stereo free from like working for 50 years. You get a stereo.
That's pretty sick. You're supposed to get a gold watch, but he got a stereo.
Mike, what kind of brand CD player did you have? I had a Kenwood.
Sony Walkman.
Sony Walkman?
Yep. Wait, in the car?
Just CD player, portable.
Because I had a Kenwood something in the car one time. Okay. CD portable was a Sony Walkman all day.
Damn, what would I set up outside? Like we would sit up in the driveway and put up and listen to Slipknot, Skate, and CKY.
On like a stereo?
Yeah, I don't know what brand it was. I remember just being huge and the speakers connected to the sides, but you could unsnap them and kind of move them over. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Had to plug it in, I'm sure, right?
Oh, it was like a manual.
Or you could put 9 D batteries in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Cool.
One of those big boys. You could put a shit ton of D batteries in the back.
And you leave them in and they get acid all over them. White acid.
those batteries, dude, they're huge batteries.
Those boombox days.
They're
man.
like Philadelphia snowball batteries.
I remember me and you guys. We used to hang out on the block with our boomboxes all day.
Yeah.
I know with a cardboard.
Yeah, exactly, man. We have Kangol hats. What are
Oh,
those?
Ghetto Blaster.
Yeah. Our sweatsuits.
Out
Remember?
there bebopping and scatting.
I had the red. You always wore the yellow. He always wore the blue. We were a crew, man.
Bebopping and scatting. Mike would be the one down there that was like really low to the ground in the picture because my knee can't let me do that. You know, my knee.
This is what I was rocking as a kid. This exact one.
Wait. That looks very familiar.
Sony DE22.
Sausage McMuffin. Sorry.
Dude, that thing fucking ruled. I told you,
Look how
man,
big it is
my iPod broke
Which one did you
when I was in Europe, and I bought something just like this.
Which one?
What?
Which one did you have?
CD player?
Yep.
That one with a little window there, probably. I definitely had that one.
Everyone had the window but me. I had the
Yeah.
window.
I remember one of them said hello when you turned it on or something like that. I remember thinking that was really cool. And it said goodbye when it, like, that's like the era of technology that we were in. I was like, wow, it said hello and goodbye.
Remember bass boost? Yes, sound. That sound button there, you'd push it, and all of a sudden it would boost everything. You're like, oh my God, I would never listen to music another way. That boost.
And it was just plugged into that tape that was plugged into your cassette that was plugged into your car.
I walked around with this in my pocket.
Have you remember people that had that? The cassette tape adapter for this?
Oh, in the car? That worked really well. How did that work so well?
It sounded great.
It did.
No.
It was foolproof.
No, it did.
I thought it sounded good. But maybe
It's
not.
full-
Maybe you lost a little low end or something. I can't quite remember. I wasn't.
I thought
that's good. That's good.
That it was that exact one too, wasn't it?
Well, no, you
the
know why-
black RCA one.
You know why I'm saying this sounded great? Because after this, the era was those stupid FM transmitters that were awful.
They were a bitch. Yeah, they were terrible. to
Horrible.
work with.
So this sounded like goddamn symphony.
It really
orchestra.
works good. Like, how does it work?
yeah, it sounded better than the stupid little nubbin you put on your iPod
Thank
and
you.
tuned to 98.8.
Like, how does it take a stereo signal and then put it on tape? I don't even get
I
it.
don't want to think about it.
Tales all this time, man. I don't know.
Honestly, the tape is the one I understand the least.
I
No, a CD probably, honestly.
I know a guy who's got a really good YouTube channel. It's all just animations about how stuff works,
Uh-huh.
and his best one is the VCR.
Ooh.
And it shows, dude, there's like
I
hundreds of
even-
yards
yeah.
of tape, and then there's so many moving parts just for you to watch fucking Home Alone or whatever.
Yeah, because I kind of understand the VCR because you see it's film. There's probably light getting shown through it, and that's how you get all the images.
Onto your TV?
But
You think there's light being shown through it to project
there's
it onto
nothing
your
like.
TV?
I mean, there's got to be
No.
some kind of light involved. No, because it's a film, right? So it's got images on each frame or something like that, right?
No, it can't be like that.
It's not like that.
It's a magnetic tape.
Wow.
It's like vinyl somehow. It's kind of like that somehow, right?
See, vinyl, I finally kind of understand too. That's a needle vibrating, re-vibrating, just how it vibrated.
What about the fucking laser needles that aren't a needle? They're
Yeah,
lasers.
the CD-ROM. CD-ROM, I don't get.
No, I'm talking about they have
Oh, the laser needles. Yeah, they do have
laser
yep.
needles that are
That
state
just
of the
scans
art.
those grooves up in there.
Yep.
Scans it better than a analog needle feels.
I'm sure there's some people out there that would debate that
Yeah.
heavily.
It probably
Okay.
picks up some extra artifacts. Who knows?
Man, I really want to know the difference and hear the difference firsthand.
But yeah, the record player is amazing. Not to nerd out too long on the record player, but yeah, just getting the vibrations etched in wax so that if you drag a needle on it, it sounds exactly the same. That is just wild, man.
And they recorded on wax.
Mm-hmm.
The first one. Just put it on wax.
Yeah, man. That
Have
really
you
is
ever
crazy.
seen somebody clean a record with wood glue?
I've cleaned a record. I don't know if it was with wood glue.
No.
They'll put their record on like where it's spinning real slow, and they'll squirt a couple circles of wood glue, then take like not a credit card, but something big enough like a credit card to like cover the whole thing and scrape that wood glue all around and then it dry and peel the wood glue off.
Huh.
And it takes off.
To get all the
every-
dust and everything
Yes.
out of the.
Let's take a look
Cool.
and see if it's true.
Pretty fucking cool, dude.
Records.
I'm
Get
pretty
to
sure
the
it's a pretty
chase.
popular method for cleaning records.
He has a Beethoven record. That's pretty badass.
Wow.
That's him after peeling it off. Apparently, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Apparently, it something with the way wood glue is and the vinyl. does perfectly dries like this, so you can peel it off.
Oh my God! Look how
And
good.
everything besides the record.
Now this is nice, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, and the
That's a perfect peel.
and the
Oh, that's a keeper.
the record is very
Austin
clean.
Powers.
Very clean afterwards and sounds crispy.
Show me that dirt, buddy.
Shock there.
Show me that dirt.
Come on now.
That was oddly satisfying.
I see a little bit of haze.
Look at that. You kind of see the.
Ooh, you could probably make music out of that.
No kidding.
And it plays Hail Satan.
Yeah, he just reversed the CD.
No.
He just reversed it. So if you do that at Pink Floyd and then play it with
No, he didn't reverse it.
he revoiced it.
Staticky now.
I
Okay,
love.
yeah, well, yeah, that's how I don't know. I thought that was cool.
It is
is.
cool. I thank you
I'm
for
gonna think
bringing
about
that
doing
up.
that. I love my vinyl collection. I got some great vinyls up there, straight from the '70s.
I only
Name
have,
one.
I only have two. I lost one.
I got the
Bob Seger.
Saturday Night Fever.
Nice.
I got Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
Orig-
classic. Oh
Original.
yeah, you do. You have this. I seen it.
I had a couple Pink Floyd originals, but I lost them.
How much is that going for? See, that's almost $20, guys. I got a valuable piece of history.
Used, it's $5.
Man, you think that'd be more valuable for an original?
They don't hold up in value. You can just get them new for $67 at Walmart for like Led Zeppelin.
And trust me, that's a no skip record right there. That
And
really
you can
is.
just play it on Spotify.
it's no
Yeah.
skip.
It's no. I mean, like as
Your vinyl
in-
player's got that technology that like the Walkmans, no
Exactly.
skip. ESP, I believe it was called. We were
It's
just
nothing
there.
but bangers. Nothing but bangers.
Nothing but straight bing, 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 bing bangers. Yeah, it's got the ESP, huh? The ESP Max. ESP Max.
One time I ate about a handful of mushrooms and listened to Pink Floyd Wish You Were Here on vinyl.
Hell yeah.
I don't know where that vinyl went. I think I might have left it at that guy's house. that
Really?
Day. I don't know what happened to it.
Damn, that's a good keep. I mean, that's a good find if you kept it.
I had that one and The Wall. I don't know where they are.
Nice.
Man, that sucks. You lost them.
I have,
Oh, yeah.
I have an original Black Sabbath debut album, Black Sabbath.
The one
I guess the debut with Ozzy.
I do have a Happy Days soundtrack vinyl.
Nice.
Got a big picture of Arthur Fonzarelli on the cover.
That's fun.
And then Mike gave me Good Kid, Mad City on vinyl.
Kendrick.
classic.
He got voted second best rapper of all time by Billboard and Vibe magazine.
Number one?
Number one out of the top 50.
I thought you said
Sorry,
number two.
number two.
And then number one is?
number one is Jay-Z.
He's good.
I thought Kendrick getting 2 was way too high, man. That's way too high. Not way too high. With it, just maybe like 8 spots too high. I could see him being like 10.
We all know that 6ix9ine is the best rapper of all time.
6ix9ine is a whole vibe. He's still in the news. He still gets mobbed by fans. I've seen some videos.
Yeah, why is he? Like, I thought he was a snitch or something. Everyone didn't like him.
Yeah,
He's a
took-
rat, not a
he-
snitch.
Yeah, he told on the guys who tried to kill him, and that's no good.
A rat, not a snitch. Name the difference.
I think a snitch is someone who is... You're snitching when you're like...
There's no
an
difference, right?
No. When you're an informant...
Okay.
More of a snitch.
I mean, a
No.
rat. We got a rat, a thieving rat.
Maybe I'm wrong here. There definitely is a difference.
But the way that the hip hop culture does not tolerate rats is very intriguing to me because we were playing him every single night, and then bam, he will never get played again in the club. It's
Really?
amazing. Yeah, just stopped.
Hmm.
It's really remarkable.
Apparently, what happened to Tekashi 6ix9ine, the internet, if you ask the internet, it says on February 1st, 2019, he pled guilty to 9 charges. It doesn't say what they were. He was due to be sentenced on January 24th, 2020, and faced a possible mandatory sentence of 47 years in prison. That didn't happen, did it? Did that actually
Probably.
go through?
I don't pay attention to all these trials. That sounds about right.
Sure.
He killed people or almost killed people.
He released a new track in 2021 called Zaza, 5 months after 6ix9ine dropped his sophomore album, Tattletales.
What? He dropped
Just a few months after his early release from prison that April. Did they let him out
Tattletales?
because of COVID?
That's funny. He's trolling.
He fell off. I was like, when am I going to stop hearing about this guy? And now I'm like, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, no, it just because the snitching. They just do not tolerate that shit. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
You know?
don't snitch.
They
What do the rappers say about 6ix9ine?
Just a snitch. He's a rat. He should be dead. I can't believe he's not dead. Nipsey's dead, but he ain't dead. He's
Oh.
walking the streets, but Nipsey's dead. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, he's got to hide the rest of his life. He's got a rainbow.
Yeah, we
hair.
got all these rappers dead, but he's still alive. Ain't that a bitch? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff.
rainbow hair. It's crazy.
I still remember the first time I heard that crazy song that put him on the map. You remember that? Had that crazy beat. I forget what it was even called.
Ga 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 ga
Yeah,
gooba.
but that beat was insane. That
Is it
beat was
Gooba?
one of a kind. It wasn't Gooba.
You kept playing gooba for some reason.
It wasn't
That,
Gooba.
that was his good one, I think.
It might have been Gooba. Was it Gooba?
Something
One
about
of them was good. One of them was good. I would be like, Alexa, play Gooba.
Yeah, makes you feel like a real grown adult.
Yeah, I think that's what the one that was good.
Yeah, it was all Kuba and Gooba and
Yeah,
weird names. He was one of a kind. He was a trendsetter, man. Rainbow hair,
I liked it.
shout out.
I was there for the
6ix9ine.
ride.
and he was really. I mean, he pumped you up, man.
It was like Riff Raff.
He'd be screaming. He has got a good screaming voice.
Mike's got a good screaming voice.
Trial of the 9 Trey gangsters. Domestic violence and alleged sexual assault. All of his legal issues. We have child sexual performance charges, choking incident at shopping mall,
Sexual
robbery,
performance. What is that?
What is that?
child sexual performance charges, choking incident at shopping mall, robbery, assault, and kidnapping incident, Chief Keef shooting, domestic violence and alleged sexual assault. Trial of the 9 Trey gangsters is the last one. On February 1st, 2019, he pled guilty to 9 charges. He was due to be sentenced. I read that already. On February 16th, the plea deal document revealed that the rapper could avoid jail time in exchange for his willingness to testify against fellow gang members in concurrent investigations. He was given a sentence of 2 years after he did that, and then you're out in no time after that point.
You lost me so long ago, dude.
He snitched on his 9 Trey gangsters. That was his set. Or he was in the set, and now they're gone, and they're
And
fizzling.
Bobby Shmurda didn't snitch on nobody. Did
Nope.
his time. Now he's out, and all he does is post videos of bitches shaking their asses on him. Have you ever seen his Instagram?
No.
Bobby Shmurda, it's just bitches shaking their ass on him while he's like texting.
Yeah, they're not really feeling him ever since he got released too.
It's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he's totally fine. He's living it up. But yeah, he's been.
He can just get royalties off that fucking
Yeah,
that song. I can't say the name of.
that still gets played. Yeah. Hot Boy, they call it.
Oh really?
That's what we call it. Yeah, that's the clean version. Hot Boy.
Oh really?
I mean, that's what it says. Like in my DJ pool, like the clean version of that song is just called Hot Boy.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. But in the song, what does it? What does it say in the song?
Nah, it just blanks it out. It just blanks it out. That'd be cool. That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Kids
Well, a lot
Pop.
of times they record don't they record a clean version a lot of the time?
Yeah, they do. They're getting. Some of them are really good at it.
Yeah.
He will be under parole until the end of his full sentence on February 23rd, 2026. So he's still got to behave himself. He pioneered Brooklyn drill rap.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
I remember
looks like the guy who
6ix9ine
said-
came out with a song with him. You remember that? As soon as he got out of jail, 6ix9ine put him on a song. Literally through the jail phone. Like he got it. He was the first guy on it. It was weird.
He was on
That happened though.
Stupid.
That really happened. Yeah, Stupid. It was called Stupid. Yeah. God, that was. I played that a couple times. Yeah.
In the club?
Yeah.
On the radio.
Club.
Takashi is like the equivalent of like edibles being sold to like children with like a flashy gobstopper bag. And it's
Nerd
like, oh my
drops.
God, candy. I like candy. Candy
Yeah.
is good. And then you open it up, it's like, blah, 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 shoot you. And you're like, I don't like this, but I do like this. And then your mom finds that you listen to 6ix9ine. She gets mad.
Yeah, his color schemes really are. They're popping. Like his videos look cool.
He's got like little like animated, that little fucking guy.
Yeah, yeah.
This little fucking guy.
That's like Skrillex's little animated.
Yeah, it is kind of.
I love Skrillex's little animated cutie.
Skrillex is awesome, man. That Madison Square Garden show looked incredible.
They played for 5 hours.
Mm.
And they played for the first 2 hours with the house lights on.
Yeah, Troy told me about that. I saw this one really cool Instagram video. Maybe you guys saw it by chance, but it had this really cool 360 camera at a certain moment when the crowd was going crazy. And like it just looked incredible. Like you saw every single person in the building somehow. And it was just like, whoa.
I didn't see that,
No.
but I heard about the 360 camera. Someone posted the whole thing on YouTube.
What set?
Wow.
What set?
Madison Square Garden, Skrillex, Fred again? Is that his
And
name?
Fortet.
I can't believe just being a guy who DJs. I know we're in a small market. I cannot believe the amount of people they can find for those shows, man.
What do you mean?
It just really does amaze me. Like they packed Madison Square Garden. Here, let me preface this. Was that a show that was announced like with no promotion?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And they packed that place.
It's
like
Skrillex.
easy, man.
People just walk in out of their apartments and from New York and fill it.
Yeah, but what do you think the ticket cost?
I don't think it was a lot of money at all.
Yeah, but still, man, it just amazes me. I love it, by the way.
It's probably like $30.
Mm-hmm. Just to get that whole place packed, it just looked great. I just love that. To have that kind of power really is something.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
They played Times Square the day before.
Yep, and they were in a bus, right? And that looked really cool too.
Did you see the Madison Square Garden show?
No,
Mhm.
not yet.
And I guess what really
Pull it
amazes
up,
me,
is what I'm saying.
and here's another thing to go with what I was saying.
No.
Just being a DJ that plays to sometimes I get a pretty big crowd. If I played that music, they would just boo me off. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to know that so many pure house fans are out there. You know what I mean? Because I love house music.
House?
Or whatever, just any EDM that you want to play.
yeah.
I know he kind of plays it all.
Damn, yeah.
Do you
See
think
this? How they played like the beginning with the lights on?
that's cool? No, he's playing that, Missy.
How much were the lights on?
The first 2 hours had the lights on.
Look at all those people, though.
First 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Or first 5 minutes?
First 2 hours.
Like, that's kind of housey.
But
That's
this
house.
isn't the first hour, and this doesn't.
How long is this video?
3 hours.
It was a 5-hour show.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So this is just the 3 hours after the lights went off, I guess. Or 5 minutes. Think I was lying to you, man? I wouldn't lie to you.
Why did they do that? That's so like. It looks like
People-
a tattoo convention.
People were flooding in.
Yeah, like we played Jungle at Warehouse the other night. Barely did anything, but we were going crazy.
Did they call up all the people and say, "Hey, you got to get to work and start serving beer"? There's a bunch of people coming to work for a show. You work at the Madison Square Garden, Do you know that you got to go in and start selling hot dogs like a week before? That's the real question.
No, it probably wasn't that hard.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of people that work there.
Got a lot of people
When
on
did
call.
they get the notice?
That day, probably?
That's crazy. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm at the park with my dog. Sorry.
And they'll be like, okay, we'll get somebody else to come in. Have a good day at the park
All
with
right,
your dog.
see ya in hell. Fuck you. Where's my pension?
And they'll be like, okay, well, don't come back on Monday.
I'm not coming back, you fuck. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're my boss.
Where do you work now? I work at the Beacon Theater.
OnlyFans. Click.
But I just love how no pressure it feels. We'll listen to this fucking build up for the next 5 minutes, man. This
Not
is great.
me.
They got 5 hours to kill.
Yeah, exactly. You hear that?
Killers in the jungle.
Yeah, I know you do.
Killers in the jungle. You hear that? Yeah, that one, it's good. I like that song. But man, when I first heard it, it scared me.
I love that.
That one's one of my all-time favorites ever.
It's so good.
And that video of him playing it for the first time at the Boiler Room.
Mm-hmm.
Shooey. So good.
I remember hearing a girl when we were playing it on Saturdays, just someone in the crowd going, I can't even tell what's going on, or something like that.
Yeah,
Just hearing that out of the crowd.
It doesn't register as like a structured song that Carrie Underwood fans would like and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love the just chunkiness of that riff.
Do you play Carrie Underwood?
In Cowboy Coast, hell yeah. But nah, that's the only place. Before he cheats, goes off.
Before he cheats?
And I dug my key into
Is that the name of that
side.
song?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Before
getting them back.
he cheats.
Is that Carrie Underwood?
Yeah.
It's Carrie.
Carrie's got some bangers. She's my favorite country artist.
She's the
What
every
did you say?
woman.
A souped up four-wheel
Yeah.
drive. Yeah.
I carved my name into the side of it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And every single time Troy brings down the music on 4-wheel drive because everyone screams that shit.
Really?
Yeah, and I throw up my hands like this. Like every single time. And
I gotta come check that place out this summer,
You
dude.
should. It really is wild. And we have this Jersey Club remix too.
Can I get in? Can I get in for free?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Can I carry a cable or something?
Sneaky in the back. You know, you just knock on the back door. It's right there on the back of the stage. It's sweet. It's sweet. Yeah. I love Cowboy Coast.
Because I know the band.
Hey, this St. Patrick's Day, which is going to be celebrated the weekend before, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it's wild. It's almost infuriating. Like,
I know you seem fired up about
St. Patrick's Day is going to be on a Friday, and they're celebrating it the Saturday before. But hey, it's all good. But yeah, you should come out. You should come out.
You can't celebrate it after the fact.
Drink some green beer.
I can't remember the last time I celebrated St. Patrick's Day, but I definitely had a green beer somewhere one time. A big old green beer.
If only we had a nice St. Patrick's Day kind of beer.
I don't like. Oh yeah.
Here? Right
Yeah,
now?
Yeah.
When is St. Patrick's Day?
The
Why don't we-
15th?
We can do that then.
Nah, it feels like we got to do it.
Feels like we should probably do it now.
We should drink one of the beers I brought.
Let's do it. Time for our first official review, y'all.
Should I grab a surprise one, or the one we were talking about, or a different one from that one?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, surprise us, Mike.
I dropped something. I dropped the ball. Have you? Hold on, I have some stuff on my notes. You ever dress up as a girl?
I don't think I've ever dressed up as a girl.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I dressed up as a rock star one time,
okay.
but that wasn't a girl.
You never put a dress on or something?
No.
You ever dress up?
Oh, you're not living.
You ever dress up as a girl, Mike?
Yeah.
You have dressed up as a girl. You put like a dress on and stuff like that because you got like a sister. You have a sister, so you put like her clothes on one time when you were little.
Not her clothes, but it had to have been like play clothes that I could have slipped into.
You slipped into like girl clothes.
Shit, I tried to slip into that shit.
Did it feel right?
No, I felt wrong.
That's when he knew. It's when he knew he was definitely a boy. He had that gender. He finally figured it out. You know.
I was like, what am I for all these years? I don't know what I am. And I just want to know what I
We
am.
need cups to put this beer in.
I forgot to get cups.
Well, I grab it.
No,
I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
I got it.
I've never dressed up as a girl.
What a humble guy getting the goddamn cups. I'm not saying it this time. Not saying it this time.
I heard a podcast recently reference that video, and I was like, wow.
What is the significance when I say this to you, listeners? Drinking out of cups. Does that come to mind, right?
A lizard. A lizard.
A lizard, maybe with a headdress, maybe, and maybe a guy with hands for balloons. Balloons for hands, I should say.
If I like close my eyes, the lizard slowly morphs into that Geico lizard.
Go ahead and oh my god, that was the craziest thing.
What'd you do that for?
Taking it there.
Isn't that funny that was one of the podcast topics I wrote down? You guys ever dressed up as a girl?
Yeah, I was like, where's he going with this? He's trying to incriminate. He's like, yeah, so you have, huh? That's it.
I just wanted to know if you've ever dressed up as a girl.
Yes, but it wasn't like that the way you make it sound. It's just like the clothes were there, and it's not like I was doing it in
That's
private.
even worse. That is even worse.
Yeah, this is getting good. This is good.
It's not like I was.
I mean, they were there, so.
It's not like I was doing it in private.
I mean, the dude's butthole was there.
You ever hear about that? He was like an army like corporal or something. After he got out of the army,
Sometimes it'd be like that.
he was breaking into women's houses and stealing their panties and stuff. And then he was like dressing up in their clothes and taking pictures of themselves.
That's weird.
And then he was like, "This isn't enough," so he just started killing them.
Whoa.
There's pretty good interrogation footage of him, like being like, "Yep, I knew this day would come. I figured I'd get caught."
Hey, remember
Yeah,
the
it's like-
FBI guy who dressed up as a lady? Leonardo DiCaprio played him in a movie one time. He was the director of the FBI. You remember that?
No.
No, was it Mike? Because Mike dressed up as a lady.
Yeah. What kind of lady do you want me to dress up as next week?
Yeah, the director of the FBI was a transvestite.
What's a transvestite?
I think it's just when you dress up as a lady,
Now
as a
you've done
man.
it. No.
Is it not? Is it not?
No, it's not.
Am I saying the word wrong?
Now you've done it.
This is great.
Transvestite would
Yeah.
just be like a technically derogatory terms for like a transgendered person. Transvestite is like a hermaphrodite.
No, that's a real
Yeah,
word. That's
it's
a
like
real
calling him
word.
a hermy or a trans.
Dude, that's a real word.
Yeah, it's a word. Yeah, just like I mean, I'm not going to say a bunch of words that are words just to say them because
Yeah.
they're words, right? But you said transvestite. So when you say transvestite, you mean
I just mean a man who dresses up as a woman.
cross-dresser.
Cross-dresser. So cross-dresser is not offensive.
Let's look up the exact transvestite meaning.
Transvestite seems like a nice, sophisticated word to me. Yeah.
Person. Oh, you were right.
Was I right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but in my
but
brain,
I was asking. I don't know.
But in my brain, transvestite is like not just a cross dresser, someone who had surgery or.
But to defend you, I could be wrong. It does probably upset people, but it's a real word in the dictionary, kind of like the R word. You know what I mean? Like,
Sorry, I asked.
This is crazy. I mean, you
Sorry, I brought it up.
have.
hey, he wanted to
Did I
know,
bring it?
and
Did
he
I
got
bring it?
he got it.
Can't
But-
remember.
But what is that? I'm gonna blow that up real quick and read that. What is that?
You're gonna blow what?
A person who dresses in clothes primarily associated with the other sex.
Who cares, man? Every androgynous now.
Alrighty then. We're drinking this here hazy IPA. It is a CT style. What is that, Connecticut?
No.
Got an IPA. This smells like a good one too.
This is a Connecticut style juicy IPA. They have even narrowed down which state the New England style they're going for.
They're doing it good up there, man.
I know. So this is a hazy juicy IPA.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What is a CT style IPA? A Connecticut hazy style IPA is an easy drinking IPA with Citra and Simcoe hops. Oh no, what is that called? Not Black Hog.
Yeah.
Or reading about it. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's their thing.
Whoa.
Yeah,
This tastes
It's
good.
so good.
This tastes great.
It tastes crazy.
Fruit forward flavors and a soft body, but you taste that haze. It's not like a texture, but
The fruit is insane.
is it stone fruit? Is it jackfruit? Is it monk fruit?
Well, it says citrus. Are these all citrus fruits you're naming, Mike? Because I'm not familiar with
Where
any
does
of
it
these
say
fruits.
citrus?
I thought it did say citrus.
Citra and Simcoe hops, Kevin. Citra hops. I don't know if it's citrus because it's a hop plant.
Citra.
It just says juicy IPA. And it sure as hell is juicy.
It is.
What was your favorite juice box? Was it between these? Okay, I'm just gonna name a few juice
Well,
boxes.
juicy
off.
juice, man.
Juicy juice was too like good for you. For me, I like that Capri Sun.
I like
pouch.
I think I got like a Mott's or something. No, maybe that was apple juice.
Welch's.
Mott's.
I remember getting just like straight fruit juices in boxes that I liked the best when I was a kid. Maybe Mott's, like a fruit
I
punch
think
or
Mott's
something?
did it all. Yeah, they got a fruit box, juice
But that
box.
seems
You're
like it might
right,
Be
there's
apple.
Mott's.
Is it Mott's fruit punch? Maybe. Is there a fruit punch?
There's apples all over these. Now there's
Yeah, I
apple
could be
and
wrong.
Eve.
I could be wrong
There's Hawaiian punch.
about what brand. it
Apple
was.
and Eve. Look at that stupid ass brand name.
Dude, I remember being a little kid and having Hawaiian punch in a glass bottle.
Hawaiian Punch. Yeah, that had to be nothing but red food dye, sugar,
like-
and water.
I was probably like 2. It was like 91. I had a fucking glass bottle of that stuff.
No sugar added, no artificial flavors or colors. I like that. My child could drink that.
All juice boxes say that it's lies. It's lies from the heavens and the
I
hell.
also remember getting this Hawaiian punch. I had a cassette tape that was a Hawaiian punch like story.
What?
It was like a radio show you listened to. Yeah, that's the glass bottle of Hawaiian punch.
Oh,
This is
Holy
from,
yeah.
shit.
this is from 85.
Look at that. It says our new glass bottle. I love
it's from
that.
85.
So
Check it
the
out.
new one in 85, I was in, dude,
No, but I'm just saying, you've seen this bottle.
yeah, it was floating around in my house when I was little.
Yeah, it was a still young
Maybe,
bottle.
maybe my parents were remaking shit in it or something.
Bro. It was the big. Think about this: the Super 64 glass bottle of Hawaiian Punch. You work at the supermarket, and it's 1985, and that comes in on a motherfucking pallet, and it
You're like, fuck.
all this glass. Why, hey man? It's 1985. Plastic was being used by then.
Yeah, I love how in 1985 they're practically bragging about the glass. Check it out, pure glass, y'all.
That's weird.
That's pure
It's
glass.
64 ounces of fucking juice in glass.
But glass is better for you.
64 ounces. I mean,
Mike, did you watch that video about the
gallon of juice.
frozen pizzas?
Yes, I watched that.
Insane, right?
It was a what about
What
it?
a name, Lombardi. When you hear the word Lombardi, what do you think of? Pizza.
Lombardi's Pizzeria.
He was
down
the
there at
original
Twilly
pizzeria
Center.
in the world, in the country. Lombardi.
I love Lombardi's pizza.
There's a
Not
whole
anymore, bro.
There's a whole YouTube channel called Weird Food,
Hmm.
and they'll tell you the story about how the Chicago hot dogs became to be.
Oh, cool.
It's like about immigrants landing in Coney Island and having Coney Island hot dogs because that's
Wow.
where hot dogs
Oh
were
my
put, and then
gosh.
and then like being, like,
Wow.
opening hot dog shops in Chicago when they eventually got there.
And putting all the mess on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. All
pretty
that
cool.
mess.
Detroit, there's like Detroit dogs. It's pretty cool.
I got something for you. Whenever you're finished, obviously.
I'm finished. It's just a whole that channel talks a lot about
Yeah, I don't like kraut and slaw and stuff like that, but when I see a nice hot dog, it makes me wish I did.
I'm going to tell you about this guy that I like, Sandwiches of History, on Instagram.
Oh, Troy tells me about him.
Maybe he showed me him. But so I'm trying to find one that's actually really old. So like we got in 1896.
Yeah, you go up a little bit.
Crab meat sandwich.
Crab meat.
Yeah, the
Down in the middle.
1896 seems crazy.
Sandwiches of History today from 500 tasty sandwiches of 1941. We're going to be making the crab meat and egg sandwich. Naturally, the first thing we have to do is put a hard-boiled egg yolk through a sieve. For some reason I didn't record it, but to the egg yolk I added some butter. Now I'm adding some mustard, bouillon that's been dissolved in boiling water, and of course crab meat. I mix that all.
Oh yeah, I got it way loud. My bad. I can get that for you. My bad.
Oh, but we're not done.
I'll meet you halfway.
No. Now we brush the outside of it with melted butter.
I watch a dude that
That's
makes
right,
like
the grilled cheese treatment. Okay, let's give this crab meat
recipes
sandwich
from like
go.
the 1700s and stuff on YouTube. He makes
Remarkably
like
bland. That's too bad.
Now you
Crab's
seal the
expensive.
top with
That'd be a
bacon
waste.
fat and
Let's
stuff
plus
like
it up.
that.
Now ordinarily
have
I would
lids.
use some Old Bay, but I just did that recently.
I mean, I like a
Or
crab
some
omelet.
hot sauce, but this
So this
sandwich
could be
is
good,
already
but
a little,
ugh.
He says it's really bland, so he's plussing it up. He'll plus it up if he thinks it's bad.
Spicy dill pickle flavored potato chips. These were sent to me by Sandwich Dad.
Some
to
chips.
review over
Okay,
on
we can
Chips
stop
and
watching.
Curry.
Okay, what's next then?
I don't know,
Yeah,
just
yeah. Jack, didn't you
loud.
say you had some tops?
Yeah.
Let's go into the Jack tops.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Want to watch another sandwich before? Want to talk about the train stuff and get real deep before you go in your
Yeah, I wish I
tops?
knew stuff about stuff. I don't even know anything
What
about
train
anything.
stuff?
Or would you rather talk about Mormon porn, bud?
Mormon porn.
We got to talk about East Palestine, guys.
Okay, save that thought for a second. Mormon porn.
How long until you realize that was in America, huh?
When will the Jews...
what?
Admit they were in the towers? Yeah.
I was just letting the world finish that sentence.
Are some of these Jews really stoked about what's going on in East Palestine? You think?
Yeah, I mean, it's right there in their backyard.
But
Check out these ladies.
I'm just making a joke.
Take a look at these ladies.
Hmm?
Take a look at these ladies.
Damn, bro. You
Oh.
pulled up some ladies?
Now
But
take
this
a
is
look
what
at
is this?
these ladies
What is this, though?
and see how much hornier you feel.
Wow.
Isn't that
Mormon
interesting?
porn.
Oh, my God.
You're allowed to look, but
oh,
you're
shit. This
Have
is
you heard
real?
of this? Yeah, this is what Mormons jerk off to.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Mormon.
Is it real?
Yeah,
Isn't that interesting?
that's the
Wow,
same
That's
photograph.
hotter. It's hotter, I'll tell you that.
How do they make that?
How
work?
do they make that so hot, these Mormons? Damn, they turned up the
That
heat
is
on
so
that. I
genius.
tell you what, they turned up the heat on that picture.
I'm going to the next image, and I really hope it's not gonna get a. Okay, cool.
Yo.
This is bad. I
Yeah,
do
we
not
gotta
like
turn
this.
this off.
Yo.
That girl's not 18.
Wow.
Oh crap. Nah, she got aviators on. She's definitely old.
I know she's 18.
Wait, I didn't even realize that it was a website for people that wanted to see it. It wasn't like a.
Wait. They're coming to lock you up? Is that kind of
I'm not going back to jail. No, we're allowed to see that. Let's take a look at it
Yeah,
with.
yeah, is there some,
Take a look, guys. Oh man, why couldn't it have been the same one? God damn it.
Oh,
You know what I
Oh
mean?
man.
I was thinking maybe it would show
okay, Mike.
a couple of pennies. What? That's Mormon porn.
This is great. This is great, Mike. I
This was
like
a
it.
topic.
That
That was.
interesting.
It is an interesting topic. It
What do
really
you take
is.
of it?
Bring us on screen here.
There's nothing. I mean, obviously these are like. Maybe they're not 18 years or older. I can't vouch for that.
You know what? This is where the line gets blurry. This is where the line gets super blurry.
You're right. You're right.
Because how old are these chicks? Is this Mormon porn?
We should talk about something else. Again, I got nothing though.
Why? You can't keep telling us to stop to change the topic if you got nothing to talk about, man.
I
Yeah.
got in a fight with a guy at the Wawa
Hey.
air thing. I pussied out on a water slide when I was a kid. I
Go
got all
ahead.
sorts of horrible things. In
Nah,
here.
we got to talk about this.
Ever
right
dressed
here.
up as a girl? Yeah, ever dressed up as a girl?
Hey, if I did, you'd probably do this to the picture. Okay, if I did, you'd probably do this to the picture.
I'm glad. Hopefully, people are just listening.
This is wild.
I mean, this is on Know Your Meme. It's not like on a weird site. It's trying to break down the whole
Yeah, isn't
thing.
this crazy? Yeah, I heard about this on another podcast. So
It's a Photoshop technique that began to be practiced in the threads of Morning Coffee, a board for isolating fanatics of Japanese female idol collective Hello Project in the Japanese text board community 2chan. Around June of 2007, the board users have been making 10 yen collages, another series of photo collages using coins. That's what we had just seen there. So these are just Asian women that look underage, but they're not. They're just models, taking bikini models photos and they are bubbling them up to make it okay for them to make them hornier, you know?
Damn, and 2chan did that?
No, it was a yeah, it says 2chan, but
That's my favorite rapper, man.
I like him too. You know, oh yeah, I got something. 2 Chainz owns the most expensivest dog in the world because
That show, Most Expensivest. That was
he was on the show.
Is he making it okay to say most expensivest?
Yeah.
crazy, right? But no. I mean, of course it's okay. It's fun. Most Expensivest. Most Expensivest.
So anyways, he was like, how much that dog sperm?
Oh,
And they're
God.
like, oh, it's like way a lot. And he's like, he took that and then found the most expensive stud and combined them, and then he got Trappy, the most expensive French bulldog in the world.
Oh my God.
Maybe not the most expensive dog in the world, most expensive.
It might
French,
be.
Frenchie.
Hey, cheers to you, Mike.
Cheers to me, because I'm awesome.
What? What just happened?
You didn't cheers to me, so
What
get
just
out.
What just happened?
Hey, what happened there is me and Mike are in something called flow state, and you're kind of chopping it up, to be honest.
All right.
You know what flow state is? It describes a mental state in which a person is completely focused on a single task or activity, and they're directing
is
all their
quick.
attention towards the task, and they do not experience many thoughts about themselves or their performance.
I'm having
Bingo.
deja vu. We talked about this before.
No, we never talk about flow state,
have you guys
but
come
we're
back-
always in it.
Have you guys come at me like this
And
before?
no, but you're probably interrupting someone's flow state.
Have I dreamed about this every single night?
No, you're thinking of Dream State.
What?
Dream State?
No.
Dream Street. Remember them?
Flow state's where you want to be, though.
All right. You know what? I'm pissed off. I'm leaving.
Oh, he's really pissed off. He's about to go take a piss.
We did it.
There goes the headphones.
Not
y'all.
the
He's throwing shit around the
merchandise.
studio. He's throwing shit around.
Dream Street were an American pop boy band formed in 1999 by
What the fuck?
Louis Baldinari and
Now what
Brian
got
Luca.
you typing in Dream Street?
Damn, they disbanded after 3 years of after a legal dispute between the parents of the band members and the band's managers. They had
I've never heard of them. You heard of these people?
yeah, because I had a little sister. I have a little
Oh.
sister, and it was around the time where they were big. She liked them, and they had that one song, "Down on Dream Street." They had a song that was themselves.
Self-titled song.
That's the weirdest. Oh man, so post breakup careers.
I've never heard of this band in my life, and I've heard of a lot of boy bands.
This guy didn't do good. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Rapazo has been continuing his music career performing in bands called Rapazo and Dead Celebrities. I've heard of Dead Celebrities. He's a real estate investor and developer as well. Very nice. Very nice. That's great to hear about the Dream Street Boys. I'm glad the Dream Street Boys are doing good. I'm glad they're doing fine. I'm glad that they are still
I don't see boy
killing it.
bands ever coming back into popularity, though.
Well, what about the Asian boy bands?
Ah, shit. They're already in popularity. You're right.
What are they called?
BTS.
I'd like to see some girl bands.
It's K. They're called K-pop. Oh, it's K.
Isn't that funny? It was always like a single female vocalist, like a Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, but it was always a boy band until they disbanded and became Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
But you never got a girl band. You're right. Did we ever have a girl band? Pussycat Dolls?
Baby metal now.
No, there was Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child, perfect example of a girl band. Thank
and then
you.
TLC.
TLC, and man, you're killing it right now, Jack.
But there's no like a white version, if you know what I mean. There wasn't like a they were
No
like
white boy band.
No, they were like
no white girl band.
well, they were more like Spice Girls maybe.
Spice Girls, Jack, you're killing it
But
right
these
now.
girls, the first one I was saying, they were more like R&B, like hip hoppy, and but like fucking 98 Degrees was not like that. They were like pop.
98 Degrees, I remember them being really poppy, but listening to them like nowadays, they were slow ballads. Like,
really? Okay.
Almost all their songs were slow ballads.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't remember.
But I remember them being poppy. I remember like they must have been just like NSYNC, just like Backstreet Boys, but it was all like in your heart, like that slow. It was
98
all that
Degrees
kind of
had
stuff.
some kind of like upbeat
man,
hit.
Kevin, are you sure? What are you doing after
you better
this?
buckle up, y'all.
All aboard the subway. It's getting gay.
Wait, what does it say? What does it say?
Celebrating 25 years alongside the best fans in the world, 98 Degrees. And
That's cool. That's cool. They're
One's-
still friends and stuff.
That is cool.
At the very least,
They
still
came to
being
the Civic
friends.
Center, and I went there, and then immediately told my mom, "We're getting out of here. It's too loud." I was like 6 years. I was like, I wonder how old I was. Probably 9,
it's
something like that.
too loud.
Are you serious?
Maybe I was like 11.
I remember I saw my first pair of boobs at the Civic Center at the Skillet concert.
Skillet. Wow.
Remember Skillet?
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar.
Remember they came to the Civic Center?
Nope.
Well, it was a big thing at Salisbury Christian School. A lot of people from Salisbury Christian School went because they were a Christian band.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't go. You're
Yeah.
probably scared it's gonna be too loud.
Yeah.
But I remember we all went, and then this girl in our class, she was like, "Want to see my boobs?" We're like, "Yeah." And we went like under the bleachers or something.
She just was
And
on a
like
deal.
there was like
Boob
four of
dealer.
us there, and her up against the wall, and her just like she just showed her boobs. We were all like,
No way.
"Yeah, I'll never forget that." I mean, yeah, of course you'll never forget that.
Name her.
Oh, I can't. I cannot.
Wow. She's just a boob dealer. I love it.
Yeah, that would just be mean to name her.
Give me a letter.
Come on.
I
man.
can't.
Oh, man. All right.
I can't.
I'll give you a letter, though. G-A-Y. There's 3.
I'll take that. I'll take whatever you want to give me. I can't do it.
It's okay.
She was a nice girl. She was a nice lady.
I mean,
Is she a
let's
nice
get into the mindset of this young lady. She just loves making people smile. She's like, I know this one way.
My dad's not around, so
It
love
always
make-
makes them smile.
I love making all the boys in school smile.
yeah.
You know, and
You know?
every time I show them that, they're just so appreciative.
I love just seeing the boys in school smile when I'm on my knees.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Why? I'm just
I
saying.
wonder- I wonder how old I was then. I was probably like 12.
Wow, 12?
13?
So 12-year-old boobs?
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Let's not get into that.
Come on. Jag, you should have known that was out of line.
Right.
Even at 12.
Are you done your IPA?
Are you even alive, man?
Last week I talked about how I drank a Guinness somewhere
Oh.
and I hated it. So here I'm going to drink a Guinness here and hate it.
Let's-
It's got a ball in the can. We talked about that too. So,
We talked about this. It's distinctively black. It's velvety in its finish. The iconic beer is defined by harmony. Sip after sip, sweet counters bitter as the malt arrives on cue to complement a base of roasted barley. And you're gonna say you're not gonna like
holy
it?
shit.
What?
I'm just messing. It's creamy. Damn. It settles, right? What do you watch it cascade or something? Is that the deal?
That is brown.
Give me the small.
That is brown.
No, it's don't.
Nice.
let me
So
cut
there's
into
a
that.
ball in there.
I'm gonna cut into that.
Holy shit. This is wild looking. Yeah, cut the deck a little bit.
Let that cascade a little. You see
Oh,
that?
that's crazy.
You see this? Everyone's holding up to their camera because it is something.
It's nitrogen, my man. Mine settled quick. Yours is. Oh,
I can really get close to my camera. Look at that.
There
Look at that
you
shit.
go.
Look at that. See the floaties in here?
Jack hates that roasty.
I'm telling you, this is suspect.
I'll tell you what. I ordered a Guinness at a Irish bar one time. In an Irish. It wasn't
on.
an Irish. Never mind. It was an Irish bar. That's
Was
about
it the
it.
Irish Penny?
Wasn't no.
It was a place that bought some shamrocks and nailed them to the wall, and
Why is an Irish bar an Irish bar?
it doesn't matter. Go on. They serve mashed potatoes. Go home.
You talking about Irish Spring?
Yeah,
your
I-
soap bar in the shower?
Oh, that's another thing that you just reminded me of. There's a man apparently that was so Irish and racist that they once knew at the shop. Some guy used to get tattooed that he only used Irish Spring soap.
Oh, nice.
You just had the driest of
It
skin.
was squeaky.
Okay. Sounds like a nationalist to me. Cool guy.
All right.
Probably
You got
drinks
any-
Guinness too, just like us.
You got any imports or anything else besides this Irish shit? I'm just kidding. This isn't very good.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
like it at all.
I'm scared to try it, so here we go.
It's not good.
I hate
It
it.
tastes like breast milk that's gone
No, it
bad.
tastes like coffee.
Dude, this tastes like it could possibly be some water from a kitchen that needs cleaned, and you just found it anywhere in the kitchen.
It's just so smooth. That's
now it's going down my throat. I'm like, it's like bog water.
it's like laying. It's like something sitting on the counter in Resident Evil
Yes.
5.
yeah. Oh, it's like I literally just got Prometheus from
got-
the
yeah,
like
this-
my eye's gonna
yeah.
have a worm
gotta do it again?
crawling out.
This got stuck in the drain.
Yeah, it's from the S
Go ahead,
trap or
pour
whatever.
it in. Pour it into me.
It's terrible.
You know what it tastes like? Bacon juice. Kind of like bacon greasy juice.
What are we doing with this?
I'm gonna pour it out. You can
Can you
pour.
imagine enjoying that?
Bad, dude.
I'm gonna go. Okay, go pour it out, guys. He's gonna be a good sport and pour it out for us. Man, I do like watching it. I like watching it cascade. I like watching it do stuff. But I tell you what, here we can rinse with this.
I got you.
Okay.
Quick,
real good water now, by the way.
Oh, he
just a
loves
quick rinsky, and then we're gonna drink a fruit beer to cleanse our palate.
palate
Because
cleanser.
boy, howdy, did that suck. I'm sorry I even brought that.
I saw it sitting in there, and I said, "Hey, what's this?"
I brought it just because we talked about it last week, and it was at my parents' house. I saw it there, and I was like, "Can I have this Guinness?" My dad was like, "Fuck yeah, I don't want that thing. I only drink Budweiser."
He's like, "Get it the fuck out, up on out of here."
My dad has this drawer in his house that has it had 5 Natty Lights, 2 Miller Lights, 3 Lot 3s, and 1 Guinness. He's like, "That's for when people come over."
So like 8 beers or more.
Yeah, then he has a 30-pack of Budweiser for him.
Those are the peasant beers,
Yeah, he doesn't drink any of that other shit.
the lone soldiers.
Yeah, I think they're in the cooler when he comes back home from duck hunting, that type of deal.
Nice.
All right, fruit beer
He
time.
keeps them for his friends. That's good. I'll tell you what a good palate cleanser will be, though.
Do a
The
reviewy.
top 7 palate cleansers before we do this Dewey reviewy. Twist of citrus with water, tea mint, celery sticks, fresh, crisp, tart apples, a
Wait.
sprig of parsley.
Wow.
Number 2, sorbet, lime, lemon, grape, or apple.
Normally, when you go to a nice restaurant and they give out the palate cleanser, it's a sorbet like that.
That's what I've heard. And the number 1 apparently is a layered ozonated water, but I don't understand what that would distilled water, or are they just is that something that I've never?
Okay. Now I see what you're doing.
There's
These are
one-
actual palate cleansers?
There's one place in Salisbury where you can get that experience, and it's 213 there in Fruitland area. Been there?
No.
No, I never heard, never seen, never heard.
Been there for special occasions.
What
But it-
special occasions did you go for?
I went there when I graduated college, special occasions, like my grandparents' anniversary, shit like that.
And what's the place called again?
Restaurant 213.
Yeah, I have been there. It's really small, right?
Yeah.
It's
Fruitland.
nice. It's awesome.
Yep.
So good. I had a lobster dish there. So good.
Did you read what it was? The pomegranate raspberry lemonade thrills.
Did I read it?
I didn't know. I probably zoned out.
Did I read it out loud on the podcast?
Yeah.
Right. Official Dewey review. What are we drinking, Jack?
Hey,
Official.
pomegranate raspberry lemonade thrills.
Deja vu.
Pomegranate, raspberry, lemonade. To me, that's too much acid. All right. Acid's going crazy on that one. It's going to be tart.
Just about to say this is Heartburn City.
Yeah, that's too much acid. They need some cream. They need something to balance that out.
This tastes like you just mixed up your lemonade from Busch Gardens with a nice scoop of the water from the Rapids ride.
But it's for poolside.
It's definitely starting to kind of re-ferment, boys, but it's still good. I like that.
Yeah, you look like you do.
Oh, that's
It's a
tart.
hot thrill summer. Get after this pool party with this juicy, refreshing summertime thrills.
That tastes like a sweet tart.
But
Really
Mike,
does.
this is summer 2021.
Let's. Where's the date? Yeah, come on. That is what matters on these check-ins. If you're gonna make a beer app that's got all these check-ins, why wouldn't the date be relevant? Okay, here we go. People just checked this in just last week. This is wild. I guess we'd have to scroll back to day 1, but I mean, yeah, Jack, it was probably in 2021 of some time, or even.
Don't say it.
I'm gonna look for a date on this can. Take it away, boys.
You poisoning us?
We're taking it away.
We're taking it
Are you
away.
taking it away?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about this expired beer?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely tart though, like a sweet tart. Like it really tastes like a sweet tart to me. Did you like those growing up?
Yeah, but I've had this before, and I think it always tasted like this.
I like it though, but I try to stay away from the lemonades and stuff like that.
I do too, because they give me heartburn.
What kind of lemonade is your favorite if you had to add a fruit to your lemonade?
Blueberry?
Strawberry.
That's pink, right? That's what No, I'm telling you. I'm serious here. I'm telling you, I didn't know for a long time. I was like, oh, pink lemonade. Sure. Give me some pink lemonade. Yeah. Oh, what is in this stuff?
Oh, okay. So
What's
you're
in this
saying
pink lemonade
I didn't know what
anyway?
you were asking.
I was like
what
23
the
years
fuck?
old when someone
Mike
was like-
knows nothing.
Pink lemonade is strawberry lemonade. I was like, oh, I thought it was just lemonade.
No, it is
No,
not.
I would say no.
That is not.
Pink lemonade is simply pink lemonade.
Google what is pink lemonade.
We have a whole different guy
Pink
telling me
lemonade
that.
is not strawberry lemonade.
It's not like a pink starburst. That's just food coloring. You know. It's
Okay,
not
pink
different.
lemonade is just. This is what I originally thought, but someone lied and told me 4 or 5 years ago that it was. No, pink lemonade is
With
pink,
red coloring.
Pink. Okay, so here's what it really is. Pink lemonade is just regular lemonade with red coloring. It should taste like regular lemonade, but well, pink. To
Wow.
make regular lemonade pink, most people use food dye or a little bit of fruit juice from a red colored fruit.
little cherry juice.
Strawberries are red.
Dude, Mike, he knew it. He knew it the whole time.
Maybe that dude's mom was making pink lemonade when he was a kid. Like, legit. His mom loved him.
I'm so lost now. It's like that whole thing just like ended with it could be any fruit that's red.
I don't like it anymore.
Me
Let's move
neither.
on.
I never want to drink it. I'm going to move on to something similar topic, but it's,
I love that I keep saying I want to move on, and I move on.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, I'll stick to my Shirley Temples. Thank you.
Oh man, what is that band? Closure in Moscow, Pink Lemonade.
What?
They had an album. They did way too much drugs and had an album come out called Pink Lemonade one time.
They can't tour anymore
I never heard of these
Tell you
guys.
what, man.
because of Russia.
Oh man, Russia really ruined
Is it
everything.
like
for
Pussy
everyone.
Riot? That's the only Russian band I like. Pussy Riot.
Name a song by the Pussy Riot.
Nah, I can't. You remember them though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe hear a song by them?
No, I don't.
How does it feel?
Actually, never mind. We got 90 minutes to fill. Play a Pussy Riot song.
Pussy Riot. Let's go.
Yeah. Why did they get arrested? I can't remember even.
They did?
They were
Border.
yeah,
The Border.
the border.
Oh, they were a Russian feminist protest and performance group. They're probably all dead right now.
I just made the border thing up.
No, here they are getting in trouble at the border. You know what I mean? I don't want to talk about these people. I don't want to give Russia.
There's
any
not much
clout.
there.
There's not much there.
There's not much there, guys. Hey, go to Chat GPT. Can we Chat GPT it up?
I'll
How does
look
that
into
even
it.
work?
What is
Jack,
it?
I've never done it. I just have heard about it. It's a AI website app. I don't even know what to call it.
I'm gonna try Chat GPT here. What are we gonna ask it? What are
I
we
did
gonna-
the art thing one time.
Okay, so they got an art thing. So how does it start? Let's blow this up here.
I don't have an account. We're not doing it.
Oh no.
Yep.
Do you need an account?
So moving on. I'm
Moving
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, getting an account's a little crazy.
Back to Mormon porn. Back to Mormon porn.
Yeah, you know they want you to just fucking try chatbot and then make an account and then be like, oh, cool. This guy's making my art project for me. Think about that as a kid. Okay, guys, you got to make a, well, here in Christian school, what do we have to do? Make an end times.
Yeah.
Make an end times.
No. We had a any Bible verse. I just chose the end times.
You Photoshop the end times, Kevin. Kevin photoshopped the most.
Yeah, that was funny.
It looked like a Bosch painting. Like it was hellscape.
Yeah, it was great. We had this Photoshop. We had a computer class, and the assignment was Photoshop. Well, I guess the course was Photoshop, and the assignment was make a Photoshop picture illustrating your favorite Bible verse. And I chose the rider on the white horse out of Revelations, which is about a rider coming out of the sky who has a sword coming out of his mouth, and he cuts people's heads off. And you know, it's all about just vengeance on the wicked and stuff like that. And it was just amazing. I wish I still had that.
So there's a painting that it's like the four horsemen riding in the heavens coming down, and that's what it reminded me of. But it's crazy how that's not coming
But
up.
you're right. If kids had that assignment today, they could go to Chat GPT and just type it in.
But you have to have an account. Do you think that they are going to like lock you out of that if you're like not 18 or older or something?
I doubt it. Maybe though.
Did you ever read? Here it is. But this isn't quite what I had in mind. But it's kind of what you had.
Now,
What
this
you
is
had
the
going
this is
on.
the four horsemen here. But yeah, still some horsemen, still some revelation.
What
shit.
did you say?
Rider on the white horse.
Rider on a pale horse.
Pale horse, yes. The pale rider, maybe. No, that's,
There is a
that's like an
painting.
old western. This is an old western, isn't it?
What did you say? Riders on the storm. Oh, did I cut out there?
Hey, it's a good Bible verse if you ever want to read up on it.
I wasn't wrong. It was a Gustave Doré painting. Death on the Pale Horse. Look how sick that is. Don't you want that on your wall? Don't you say, man, I reflect upon this.
Wow, look at those creatures flying in the background.
I actually don't want that on my wall. It's a little too dark. Death on a Pale Horse. He looks like the Prometheus guy. Speaking of Prometheus.
Is that what yours look like?
Nah, I bet it was so shitty.
It was.
You know what I mean? Just like looking back, I bet we'd be like, wow.
Kevin's looked like this. It had more color. It had more landscapey. It's still for one of those things that's like in my brain.
I mean, it was like a Photoshop that we made in 2006 or something.
Yeah. So, what do you got?
Off of a Gateway comp.
Those gateways were slapping. They could run RuneScape like a motherfucker, dude. Back then.
I did get into RuneScape somehow.
You did?
Yeah, I was really big into RuneScape.
Were you ever a 15-year-old male in the years between 1998 and 2005?
I didn't play RuneScape back then.
Never.
Damn it. Can I hit that Elfie?
Yeah, somehow I got hooked, and I was very high level, which meant I played all the time.
You got up there very quickly, too. I was always so jealous. I was like, man, I got like 1 hour a night my parents give me. And then all the time I could try to get into any friend's house, which was not my time on their computer.
Yeah.
But I could try. And then sometimes on a lucky day. Oh, no, it wasn't like that. I became friends with Micah, and I finally got to be able to go over to his house where he had spare computers everywhere and just get in solid like 8 hours of gaming. 8 hours of gaming. And that, I think.
Yeah,
I wonder what I
RuneScape,
was playing around.
it was
now.
addictive.
What? Yeah, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I was probably playing Counter-Strike and like
Resident Evil 4 was out on GameCube. I would bring over my GameCube, and as a collateral, Micah would play through 4, and I would play. Yeah, we were best friends, dude. It wasn't like a thing like, I'm using you. Like, we gamed so much.
Come on, Jack.
What made him say that?
Because when you're a kid, you got sleepover friends that you use, probably.
I've always
Like, I'm going over to, I'm going to name drop here. We're going to Chris Menzel's house. He's got a nice house.
He had a nice zone. He had a nice
never forget one sleepover at a birthday party. You might have even been there.
I think
there
I
was
might.
a bunch of kids there.
Yeah.
I was accused of stealing a Lego figurine.
I think I remember something like
Oh,
this.
let's go on for this.
I would like check everything.
Dude,
I was like, if
I
anything,
remember this. So you didn't take it?
I was not a thief at that point in my life.
'Cause
Was that
now I
because of the
believe you.
Charizard
Now I
card?
believe you.
Was that because of the Charizard card? Thinking back,
I can't even.
I had a
remember that.
reputation that preceded me behind my back. I bet
About the
Charizard card,
You brought that up now. No one remembered that, but that we talked about that on the pod. Yeah,
bro.
He has a
was like,
history of stealing.
his dad was
basically.
like, Chris, I don't think he took it. And at a certain point, I felt like animosity from one of the parents, like the mom.
No, I remember them getting crazy. Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
what do you want me to do? You lost a Lego in your huge mansion? Fuck, I don't feel safe at this house no more.
It was wild. You're right. He had a really big house.
Where was it?
Who knows? Too young to even recognize neighborhoods.
It was a cool Lego guy though. I do remember. It was the one that you'd slide the plastic over, and he was wearing an Eskimo outfit because of it. It was like a big parka that you slid over the
You're right.
Lego guy.
I barely remember.
I would admit if I took that shit because I obviously admitted. I admit anything on here. If I could think of something to admit, I'd admit it right now, man.
Yeah, so you didn't take the Lego, and I remember it got a little bit weird, and even the parents had. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, I want Kevin to bust out that fucking Lego right now. Like, I took the Lego.
I would have a heart attack.
Dude, I remember at the same birthday party. I remember almost dropped the name. But we
Name
had
it.
we had a friend there named Zach, and he got spooked. Like we were playing hide and go seek or something, and he was the seeker, and someone snuck up behind him and spooked him, and he had like this stick in his hand, and he just turned around and just like swung as hard as he could, and he hit the wall and just tore this huge piece of drywall off of the wall. I remember the dad just being so visibly upset.
Dude, I remember pissing off so many parents.
Yeah.
Why would
remember
they
one time-
Why would they stand for this?
I remember being upstairs at my friend's house one time, and like we didn't like close like the back door enough, and his dad like didn't know I was over, and his dad was like, came home, was like, "What the fuck? Who left the fucking back door open?" And was like screaming and shit.
And you're like, oh, this is
And
what you
hear him,
deal
like,
with?
stomping up the stairs. You're like, dude, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, dude. I left the door open. And then he was like, I'll take
Of
this.
course he's taking the fall.
Yeah,
He's,
dear God.
he ain't gonna get. He's not gonna get beat in front of you, and you're not gonna get sent home because you fucked up. So it's a win-win. But
Exactly.
he's gonna get beat up when you leave.
Yeah, dude, it was rough. Dude. I remember being like, this is rough.
I remember there was an old Bill Cosby bit where he was like, the only entertainment we had growing up was watching our friends get beatings from their parents. Do you remember that? Like, hey, guess what, guys? Harold's getting a beating. Oh, I love seeing Harold get a beating.
I would love to see my friend get beat.
Yeah,
to that.
seriously. Just go out to the wherever they were on a porch or something.
If I ever saw one of you get beaten, we'd be talking about it right now.
I'm so scared of parents, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
Certain ones. I
You're
remember,
right.
yeah. Like, why is your dad never? Why does when he comes around he smells funny and he's all red in the face and he's really mad?
You know the William Montgomery bit about Christmas carols?
Say it.
Maybe.
He said it like 3 or 4 times on the show.
I mean, I would.
I'll pull it up.
And
I'll pull it
it's
up.
like, classic hits like,
Yes. Dad, what? Get behind. Just,
yeah, it would be like,
Just eat it,
snowy
he'll
night, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
eat it. He'll get more
Dad's
mad.
coming up the driveway. Why does Dad smell like liquor?
It's 3 minutes. I'm not gonna be able to find it.
This is it.
Is this it? Oh, yeah,
Okay,
go
then
for
I
it.
trust I'll find it.
No, this is it.
Can I give you one of my best jokes?
Okay, yeah, you're right. I
Yeah,
think
we can
this
do this. William would
Yeah,
love us to
this
do
is good.
If you want to do it, I mean, if you want to do one of your.
Do y'all
want to
hear the joke I'm most proud of?
There you go. Let's do it. Do
It's William Montgomery, funny guy.
Give it a little more.
Oh, no, what happened?
Oh man, thought we were gonna get it.
I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Oh, someone's being a funny YouTube guy. You can't ever just get something what you want on YouTube
Can't you get
anymore.
what you want?
I'm gonna.
Bad that you can't breathe.
I'm going to lose the fucking caboose.
I'm reading it.
Here we go.
Table. Get the fuck out of here. I can't see.
It's his best joke. This is.
Can't walk. I have 4 years left to live. Ralph Martinez got us into Vietnam. I can have a free shower.
I mean, I'm gonna say it. He channels a little bit of Farley, and it tickles me.
Yep.
I don't think about Farley when I watch him, but I'm like, he's a red man.
He's him and Galifianakis a lot. A lot of Galifianakis. A lot of the... He does the...
Your arms might not.
He
be
does the
long
impression before he says what impression it is, just like Galifianakis. With,
Oh, yeah.
I don't like my beard, kid.
Yeah, my beard.
This is
hoy.
my 4-year-old
don't
mad that
like
his
having a
milk is
beard.
sour.
No, he does
Something
like,
like that?
he goes like, my beard hurts. I don't like my beard. And he's like,
Oh
"That's the
yeah, I
five-"
was just saying what I
that-
would say if I was a comedian.
But I'm just saying. But then he says,
Yeah.
"That's the 5-year-old who's mad that he has a beard." He does it backwards as opposed to being like, "This is a 5-year-old who's
Yeah,
mad."
yeah.
yeah.
That is true. That is very true.
My beard hurts is one of my favorite things to say.
My beard hurts.
And you know who my favorite guest of all time, Kill Tony, was? Mr. Montgomery. He destroyed.
And the mom kills too. She's there.
But he truly destroyed some people on that show. It was amazing.
It was weird.
like only a dad like that could.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just the truth. It was just the fucking truth.
He's
That's
making fun
all
of
he
people
said.
like what they're wearing and their tattoos
Yeah.
and shit.
I can't remember it, but go back and rewatch the episode. He destroys some people. Like,
Yeah.
and you thought that was funny?
They were voted guest of the year. the
Nice.
Montgomerys.
Hell yeah, man. They really were. That was hysterical. They destroyed people just with the truth, man.
The one night I went, I'll never forget. They were like, "Tonight's guest is William Montgomery," and then like, "Are you all happy it's William Montgomery?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, it was supposed to be Joe Rogan and Quentin Tarantino.
Wow.
So we're glad you're happy. It's William Montgomery."
Man, Quentin Tarantino's a great guest because he really he can't not be himself. He's always going to give it to you straight.
I was just so mad I was there, dude. I could have been there with Tarantino.
Did you see his 2 Bear 1 Cave?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I love how he gives Tom a hard time. Like, you didn't even read the book? So you're having me on the show, you didn't even read the book. You know what I mean? Like, he really gives him a hard time. It was great.
But he can't expect everybody to read the book.
But it was just great. You know,
Yeah,
he truly gives him a hard time.
I saw a photo just now of William Montgomery in a tattoo shop that looks similar to the one I work at, just based off the paint on the wall.
Yeah, he got the tattoo. It's a Tasmanian devil. Have you seen it?
It's not taking me to the photo, and then I started scrolling, and I can't find it that quick. Maybe it's farther back than I think.
It's nowhere near this far back.
Okay, well, I didn't see it in the first couple. Maybe I missed it.
But yeah, he got a Tasmanian devil with a cowboy hat and stuff. Pretty cool.
Well, where is it? Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm in my William Mont mode. And them teal walls is popular in tattoo shops.
Wonder how hard it would be to book him.
Taz is such a sick, classic
That's
design.
the place on 6th Street. And he's like, I realized I got in a really gay place.
He got it done with a really,
Oh, it's
really...
Baby, too. What was this, Tiny Toons?
He went out of his way to tell the guy, I want it really fine lined and stuff. That's crazy. That's awesome.
That is fine line.
That's awesome. He knew what he wanted.
That shop, I think, is pretty good. It's on 6th Street in like a trashy place, but I think it's a pretty good spot.
It's a good tattoo. It's just not going to age as well as something that was done a little darker.
And what do they always say? Getting a little bigger.
Bold will hold. Yeah, it's small.
They always.
He got prime real estate just shat upon with a tiny little speck.
Well, that's not really prime real estate. It's really high up. It's really high up. He's still got it above his knee.
Yeah, it's way above the knee. I don't even see kneecap.
Yeah, it's really high up.
To me,
You don't even have tattoos up there.
it's prime real estate.
This one.
Oh my God, you do. I didn't know you had that.
This one comment says, "What a beautiful tattoo of Red Band's mom."
Let's go to Samakowski and see what they're doing.
How much money do you think Joe cut off to Red Band when he sold to Spotify?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that today. I was literally thinking about that today. That's crazy.
I bet Joe was like, "Hey, the podcast started together. Selling Spotify for $375 million.
Joe still considers him a co-founder or co-creator of the podcast.
I bet he cut him off a fucking chunk.
Yeah, he's one of like the 5 like true podcast originators, like podcast fathers. Red Band is.
Who do they say the real Podfather is?
Forget his name, Adam something.
Adam Curry.
Curry. You know,
From MTV.
You see his latest episode?
Adam Curry.
He had a near-death experience and is now a full-blown Christian. And he was atheist.
What
too.
if that
Wait, is that
happened?
him?
Yeah.
No. Who am I thinking of? The
Dude.
comedian that we don't like that was like, I did ayahuasca. No, I used to make fun of atheists. Come on.
Is that Adam Curry?
No.
Wouldn't it be scary?
Bill Maher?
No.
No,
The guy, his Blocks
almost.
is the name of his special. Blocks is the name of his special.
I don't know.
Blocks?
I don't know. But wouldn't it be
Oh, my
scary?
ringing a bell.
It would be really
Talked about him like 3
scary.
weeks ago.
Damn, and he's a comedian, stand-up comic.
Well,
And his brother, he wrote on the Chappelle Show.
Okay.
His brother
You
is
got
a
a name?
comedian too.
Got a name
his
yet?
brother is a comedian too.
You got a name
Neil
yet?
Brennan.
Yes.
wow, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Cool.
And all the Brennans, I don't really like the Brennans. They're not funny,
Me
man.
neither. But are you sure Adam Curry's Christian? You're not mixing him up with Neil
Yep.
Brennan? Okay, making sure.
But you're right. The same thing happened to Neil Brennan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Weird.
think that would be the most terrifying thing of my life is to have something happen to me where I'm like, okay, hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. Like, fuck, that's scary for me. I do not want that to happen to me.
It's like finally noticing that someone's been watching you the whole time. It's like,
what did he die and then see the light and they're like, you got one more chance, motherfucker.
knows?
And he flicked him back down to earth.
What Adam Curry are you talking about? Was he? Oh, you mean on Rogan or on his own show?
on the Rogan show, he was talking about it. Yeah, he is Christian now.
I've got to listen to that.
I don't know what could happen to a person. I know what could happen to a person to where they're like, God is
and
not
all-
real. There's that moment where you're like, he's not. But what is the moment where what happens to you?
Like a
where
lot of war people, a lot of war veterans have that moment where God is not real. Like I remember Winston Churchill was really mad at God.
He
because
probably
saw all
like
his friends die.
he probably did something terrible and is like,
What's that big British?
I feel bad.
The main British atheist guy that was like, they're like, what if when you
what's his
die,
name?
they're like, you see God face to face and you realize he's real, and you'd be like, bone cancer in children. Why do you do such a thing? He's
Yeah,
like, that's the
yeah.
first thing I'll say. Is like,
Is he a comedian guy? It's not.
he
Like,
probably
No.
was a comedian, but
I know,
know
who
what
you're talking
you're-
about. It's not a comedian. He's just like an intellectual.
crazy double down British atheist guy. It would be
Yeah.
really. But he was like, if I find out God's real, I want to come at him. Like, why are you doing what you're doing, man?
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if God's real, come on down. It's Stephen Fry. Oh, I love that guy, dude. We're not gonna go on that.
Is it Stephen Fry?
Can you go to my camera really quick?
Definitely heard of him.
We're gonna listen to him talk.
We're gonna try another Dewey review.
Do we review? That looks good. Can't wait to hear the.
Can you hit me with your?
Let's just listen to this while we pour up.
Oh yeah, that's him.
In spite of your protestations, suppose it's all true, and you walk up to the pearly gates and you
it.
are confronted
Thanks.
by God.
Mike's killing it.
What will Stephen Fry say to him, her, or it?
I will basically, what's known as the Odyssey, I think. I'll say bone cancer in children? What's that about? How dare you? How dare you create a world?
Oh wow! And you're talking to a ruthless ass God.
Yeah.
He's gonna smite you harder than he was before, bro. You better get on your knees and beg to this powerful God who gives bone cancer.
You're
to
too far
children.
gone.
Injustice and pain.
He's just trying to make it break down for other humans like this guy who's offended by hearing that. It's just so wild.
I don't think that guy's offended by it. This
He's like,
irritates
my
the shit
God.
out.
He seems like a real journalist. Yeah.
Hey, just asking him a question.
Hades. And if it was the 12
This doesn't taste good.
gods,
Yeah, I thought it'd be better.
Strawberry, blackberry, marshmallow. It just tastes kind of bland right now.
The marshmallow has come forward, but it is I mean, you taste that at the end, right? Marshmallow.
unreasonable.
Yeah, it's a little bland. You're right. It's a little bland.
As being all
It's
free.
weird.
Normally, I think I've had this before and I liked it.
It was one of my favorites, but it's gotten mellow. It's gotten mellower.
Yeah, this sucks. We can't let these sit around so long.
They're
My
not
habits
getting
are
any
so-
newer. I
gotta get
bring
these
ones.
fresh.
I bring. This tastes like marshmallow at the end.
They're not getting any newer. Can't argue with that, buddy. Sorry.
Mike just typed in mallow. I love how quick, just like anything. Yeah. He's getting good. That's how he's getting quick, though.
Yeah.
He's getting results from this method.
I didn't know mallow was a goddamn flower, and I forgot the marsh. I guess I thought it would come up. What is exact? Oh, it's
It
just
comes
sugar
from-
water and gelatin whipped.
Oh.
I saw a funny video today. This is really random, but I thought it was interesting.
Should I pull it up?
Yeah, you might be able to pull this up.
What do you got?
Well, the video of the guy interrogating, what's his name? Buzz Aldrin? Is that his name?
He gets punched.
Yeah.
Didn't we watch that?
No. The same guy who punches him is talking to Neil Armstrong. Okay. And he's saying, I got $5,000 cash for you right here if you put your hand on this Bible and say that you were on the moon. And he just doesn't do it. I've never seen that one. I was like, wow, why wouldn't you do that? If you were on the moon, he's like, you can give the cash to charity. This is $5,000 cash. Just put your hand on the Bible and say you were on the moon. And he's like, knowing you, that Bible's probably fake. He's just like making up all these excuses.
Apparently, Reuters has fact checked that and said that it is fake, Kevin.
Huh?
But
I mean,
hang
I saw
on,
the video.
I'm going to see the video. Examples can be seen here and here.
Okay.
We're gonna see the examples.
Let's do it.
And then we're gonna read about why it was deemed fake.
Yeah, I just don't even understand how it could be fake. Yeah.
Go to newsfeed. It's telling me. It's showing me a story of my shitty dog eating his cage from years ago, but it's not showing me what it's supposed to be showing
God
me.
damn it.
Man, and now of course the internet does this shit.
Yeah, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
And he's refusing to put his hand on the Bible and say he landed on the moon.
Yeah.
Ah, man, Buzz Aldrin, or was it Neil Armstrong?
Neil.
Refusing.
Bible. $5,000.
Reuters said it was fake.
Maniac. Totally selfish. Totally. We have to spend our life on our knees thanking him? What kind of God?
What's Snopes?
Because I just don't understand how it could be fake, unless it's just like a deep fake or something. Because I saw the video.
The text in this post reads, a video filmed in 2010 before... we're just going to try and get these links to work. I just really wish. No, they're all gone.
They
Because
took them down, y'all. They took them
people
down.
don't want to believe. People don't want to believe. But apparently, in the clip, continues to insist that it offers him $5,000. Oh man, apparently Armstrong says, you're making a fool of yourself all over the world. You do not deserve answers.
He definitely says that.
Conspiracy theorist and film producer is the guy who is asking the questions. So after all these fact checks, this guy, it's all fabricated. It's like a video made.
But what does they mean by that? It's a video of a guy with a Bible going up to Neil Armstrong, showing him money, going, this is $5,000. I'll give this to you, and you can give it to charity.
That guy's loaded.
If you
found it right here.
If you put your hand on the Bible and say that you were on the moon, and he just won't do it. He just will not do it.
I'm really trying to find it. Did you go to YouTube?
I guess I saw it on Instagram.
Neil
got it right
Armstrong.
here.
All right, put it up to the camera because
How do I share it to you?
I'm having a hard time finding it, and I'm not having a hard time finding anything else I could ever want.
Send it to him on Instagram because I log into my Instagram on my laptop a lot. I don't know. Have you logged in on Instagram, Mike?
Okay, I fucking found it. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, guys. I really, got to end it on a bad
Want
one.
to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Mr. Seibel.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would
This
you not
guy's
do that?
scary.
Why wouldn't he do it?
Put the into the record in the argument.
Oh, yeah, why wouldn't he do it?
Why wouldn't he?
Swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Seibel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Projecting.
Well, no, it's a real
You're a
Bible.
fake
You have the
astronaut.
opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
That's all you got to do, dude.
Why don't you swear to... Why not? Why won't you do it? So why don't you put your hand on the Bible and swear to God?
I got to say that fact-checking this and saying that's false, you can't really
That's
say
what I'm saying.
that.
It's weird to say that.
It happened.
It's weird to say that.
Saying Reuters is that makes no sense. So this guy who didn't land on the moon won't swear on the Bible.
The Reuters thing just says it's not proof that we didn't go to the moon.
Okay, that's what it means by that.
Okay.
It means
That's
the
all-
moon
that-
landing wasn't fake, but this
That's
video is real.
That's
Okay,
what the
cool.
headline of the Reuters thing said.
Okay, cool.
The Reuters thing says the video of Neil Armstrong not swearing on the Bible is not proof that we didn't go to the moon.
Well, of course that's weird for even
That's what it says, right?
Reuters to say.
Yeah. It's exactly what it says. I'm stupid.
It's almost like a misdirect, though. It's like, yeah, that's not what. But you know,
Maybe the
that-
great misdirect, you would say.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
That's just weird. That's weird.
Great album by.
But interesting though, right? Why didn't he do it?
Because he didn't land on there, and he can't. He's a Christian, and he didn't want to disgrace God
He
by
will
lying.
not. He will not deface that Bible.
Yeah, he's not going to deface the Bible,
He has his morals,
but he's
okay?
not going to walk on the moon either.
Yeah, you know.
Bad for your knees.
Yeah, moon bouncing around. Was he the guy in tow bouncing? Who was Buzz Aldrin was leading the pack?
Did you
right?
guys ever have moon shoes?
I couldn't get them. My parents wouldn't get me them.
So was that a real thing?
What an
were
amazing
those?
commercial.
Hey,
We're
yeah.
a commercial podcast. Can you pull up the moon shoes commercial?
Commercials
for
were
kids?
so powerful. They
I want them moon shoes.
they made you think you're gonna just jump 10 feet in the air.
Give me the moon shoes, Mama. Give me
Is that what they were called? Moon shoes?
This is the new moon shoes commercial.
Oh my
God.
gosh. Dude, you're right. It's coming back to me.
Australian made.
Australian made. Maybe they're made in New Zealand, Michael. That might be a Kiwi gentleman here.
Like a kangaroo.
That's so weird. Does that work?
It's a Maori tribesman. Is that what you're saying? To the moon we go.
We use these to hunt kangaroos. Did you know that the kangaroo baby is birthed like nowhere near developed and then has to get in that sack for a long time?
It's all wet.
In response to growing kangaroo population, amidst ordinarily being illegal to kill, buy, sell, or possess kangaroo in Australia, the Australian government permits license holders to cull kangaroo. This has resulted in the largest slaughter of land-based wildlife on the planet.
Slaughter. What article is that? What website's that from?
Animal
like-
Legal and Historical Center.
They're like fucking deer. They need to,
Yeah, that's funny.
They're
man.
strong
That's
deer that
funny.
can kill you and your dog.
yeah, they're not cool.
Yeah.
People get really weird about stuff like this.
Well, Australia's supposed to be this untamed outback. Let it be that way, I guess. But if they're coming into your suburbs,
Dude, they have really fucked up Australia like 15 times. There was like this, man, I wish I could remember what it was. It was like a lizard or something that was...
Yeah, you're right.
I can't remember what it was. It was something destroying all the crops, and they brought cats in to get rid of them all.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then they
yeah,
started
yeah.
killing all these. The cats killed all the things that were destroying the crops, but it happened to kill all these birds too. And they're like, "Oh fuck!" So now they have people that have to go out and hunt these cats.
And then the toads, right?
Mike, they hunt cats in Australia, like that look like
yeah, look at them.
they look like house cats, but they're big.
Look.
And they hunt them.
And
Yeah, it's cute and
know
cuddly as
about
they
the
may be.
frogs?
No, go on.
There's some frogs in Australia. Same kind of thing. Invasive species.
Because they brought them for something,
Dude,
right?
they
Yeah.
just brought domestic cats to Australia.
But
They
no,
said,
it's so bad. They say that entire
fuck.
roads are covered in them, and people are literally driving on frogs. I've heard that.
They have
after a rainstorm in Maryland, that'll happen.
they have fucked up Australia like 15 times trying to like bring in species and shit. Because the whole place is just like
I think it's called the cane toad.
They're poisonous. Those are poisonous as fuck. No,
Oh, am I thinking
to
of a
your
different
dog. If you're they're just. I mean, if a human ate one, you're probably gonna get poisoned too.
Yeah, Australia is wild.
wasn't
man.
your dog running around with its tongue hanging out one time, Mike, and it ate a frog or something?
My dog came one time. I was sitting in the living room and it came from back in the house and it was walking all sideways and drooling.
Oh.
And I'm like, what is wrong? It had gotten into something. Who
It was
knows
licking
what?
on toads. Mm.
It must have gotten into some rancid thing that made her trip out and just react.
Some fucking ergot.
Intoxicated her.
Dahlia? It was Dahlia?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the other one.
Now the other one's got an iron stomach.
Yeah, I remember Charlie got into some trash one time. I had to get her stomach pumped. She was walking all over the place like she was drunk. It was really scary.
You got her pumped? I just laid with her all night.
Yeah, I wish I did that because it was $1,000 fucking dollars.
Ooh, no. I paid $50 for that dog. I can't pay $1,000 to fix it.
Dude, I got a crazy story for my dog. One time there was a possum in my backyard and I had a bow and arrow and it was a real bow and arrow, like a compound bow, and I was taking arrows and shooting at it.
Oh my God.
And then I never hit it or anything. But I only had one arrow. I would go get it every time.
Nice.
And then I had a bunch of arrows, but I only used the one arrow.
Yeah.
But then I took the arrow and I put it behind my fridge in between the wall. And then one time I was bringing in my laundry and that arrow had fallen out and my dog stepped on it.
Whoa.
And I didn't even notice. I was like upstairs, like putting the laundry away, and the dog was laying on the bed licking. And then I looked and there was just like a pool of blood.
Yo, the arrow is that sharp.
Yeah, it has, dude.
He walked across it and it
A
cut it.
hunting arrow has 3 razor blades on it.
Yikes.
Like they're razor sharp. And the dog,
Joe Rogan over here.
yeah,
They're
it
razor
had
sharp.
severed all the dog's tendons to each of its toes.
Ugh.
So and then I had I panicked and I was taking the dog to like this one doctor and they're like, I can't fix this. It's so fucked up. Go to this other doctor. So they just bandaged it up and sent me to this other doctor. And I'm like, they're gonna tear the dog's leg off and all this shit. But eventually, this doctor fixed it and attached all the tendons besides one. So the dog has one like wobbly toe now.
Man.
You
But
fucking bad dog, man.
It wasn't even my dog at this point. I was babysitting it.
Oh yeah, yeah. It
wild.
was someone who was badder of a dog person.
Oh man, I saw this video
Yes.
the other day. It was a dog chewing on a toy, but the toy had like sounds in it, so it had a battery in it, right? So the dog's chewing on this toy. The toy literally explodes. Have you seen this video?
What an idiot! Who
Yep.
gives a
And the
dog-
house almost burns down. But thank God for fire retardant carpet, huh?
Is that real?
I watched the video. Yeah, I was like, why isn't this fire spreading?
A lot of stuff has that chemical in it that you can't light shit on fire. Remember we worked at Secrets?
Yeah.
And all the confetti, you could like
Yeah.
take a lighter to the confetti and it
Oh.
wouldn't burn.
That's great. Cause oh man, me and Troy were just talking about this. What was the band? Fuck, there was a band and they were playing a show. Shit, I can't remember the band. Maybe it'll come to me. But either way, they were playing this big show, and the pyrotechnics caught the acoustic foam on fire. So like all this shit in the studio, they caught that on fire, and because it wasn't up to code.
Yikes.
And like 100 people died. They burned to death. And the
Whoa.
band themselves, they burned to death, but they escaped and then decided to go back in for their equipment and then got trapped and burned to death. And I can't remember the band.
Gibson.
Yeah, basically.
Dude, that would
Yep.
make you die.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm dying with this guitar.
Oh man, what was the band? Can't remember.
I found something,
That's
Kevin.
Troy. What you got?
I found something, dude.
Spice Girls?
I can't.
I thought you were talking
What's
about
the
what you
best
pulled
camera
up.
to show something but still stay on mic? Cut myself a little hole there.
Oh my God, the ball.
I'm gonna just go ahead and.
That's a foosball. Look at that.
You've been playing that. Listen
I
to
wanted
this.
say something about the pyrotechnics.
Okay.
Yeah, say it, and I'll just find this ball without cutting myself, and then I'll show the
At
ball.
Tomorrow World one time, me and Samantha pushed our way all the way to the very front to see Zed.
Ooh.
And you remember Tomorrow World?
That
There
would
was a-
suck,
there
right?
was
If
a
I
sh-
joke.
There was a shit ton of pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
And we were there at the front, and this thing kept going off, and it caught one of the fake plants on fire. And there was this little fire in the front of the stage, and it kept growing.
Oh wow.
And we were like, yeah! And you kept looking at the fire, and it was getting bigger, and we were like, look at people around us. And people around us stopped partying, too. We were like, look at this fire. Look at this fire. And then all of a sudden, just some dude comes up with a giant fire extinguisher. It's like,
We got a fire on stage 4.
but like, it's one of those things where the stage is so big, and there's so many people, like, probably like 30, maybe even less than that. People were like, "There's a fire." But like,
That's weird.
If it like eventually got like huge and scary, we would be like, "Let's get out of here." And other people would be like, "No, party." You know how big that crowd is.
Yeah.
Party at the fire?
And they partied all
No.
Woodstock, and that
Get
place
back to
burned
your
down.
tent and, dude,
What?
the chaos that would ensue.
I know that's what I'm saying, but like Zed was still playing because it was like a little fire to like the very side of this giant stage. He didn't even know it was on fire.
What festival? What did the fires happen? Like like what they told us at why
Holy
we.
shit, Neil's been on here the whole time, by the way. We didn't even see him.
I love
What's
you,
up,
Neil. I love you, Neil. Send me
Shout
a
out
gift
to
on
Neil.
Pokemon Go.
Neil, what's up, buddy?
Don't distract me from my story, Neil.
What festival where there were fires?
Like don't light those lanterns. Don't have a candle, man. We got yelled at by a security guard for having a candle one time because what if one nylon tent goes up, 2 nylon, 3 nylon, a million nylon tents go up, and you've wiped out the whole countryside of West Georgia, and then the stages also catch fire. I just think about if that stage fire, not to interrupt you, kept going, and then you and your wise mind are like, we gotta get out of here. You go back to your camp and you get your stuff, but if you didn't and you stayed and you partied, and then you look back behind you, and that fire maybe have gone out at the main stage, but the crazy mess that had started behind you is the whole campfire's up in flames. What would you do if you had to go back and see your campsite in ruin?
I'd be like, I didn't bring that much crazy shit. I had one pair. What?
My trail mix.
Yeah.
Oh man, that $50,000 worth of ecstasy pills that our buddy had, man.
Yeah, that's kind of tragic, but yeah.
Kind of. You're gonna die because you owe that guy a lot of money now.
Who's got the MDMA?
I got you after this.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, I thought you were serious. I need some.
You kidding me?
Let's do it on the pod
next
next
time.
week.
We're scared of fucking fentanyl.
No, we'll test.
I'm scared of the feds and all.
I'll test it.
I was gonna say something. I can't remember what it was.
I
I'm
will.
gonna say this.
I will test it.
Why so serious? I love the Joker.
I was gonna say something. I can't
The
remember.
Joker's so cool.
Was it about pyrotechnics? You already got to that,
I
right?
got the pyrotechnic thing out. Then Mike said something about the campfire.
Any
the
more about-
campsite catching on fire?
Well, what are you? I mean, yeah, I know that you would be like, "Oh, I didn't bring anything to this festival or whatever," but you'd be like, "Man,
Well,
my
what
car
made you
keys
think
were in
about
there.
that?
I got no car keys now." Think about that.
What are you talking?
I'm just thinking. Imaginating.
Yeah, that would suck. That
You
would suck.
could have been at one of those fucking tragedies.
Oh wait, maybe this is bringing it back. The campsite on fire.
Campsite on fire. You shit your blood out.
Woodstock '99.
You shat blood.
Oh wait, that's it. It's not even anything that important. But Joe Rogan talks about who was it that left Spotify because Joe Rogan was like
Yeah,
Bob
I
Dylan.
love talking about Neil, right? It's another Neil.
Neil Young.
Neil Young. Joe Rogan worked for a venue in
Yeah,
Boston.
yeah,
And there was a
yeah.
Neil Young concert where
I
everyone
remember
started.
that.
He was the security there, and they said everyone started fires, like little fires out in like the lawn, and they were like, "You gotta go tell everyone to stop putting those fires out." And Joe Rogan was like, "Fuck, this is too crazy." He said
Yeah.
he put on his hoodie and zipped it up and then just left.
Yeah, that's right. He said it was one of his first security jobs, and it was like a big pavilion. So I picture like a Merriweather Post Pavilion
Yeah.
type place.
And people are lighting fires out on the lawn.
And it's Neil Young, and it got so unruly that there's fires being lit everywhere. And then, do you remember, like people driving around in golf carts, like the security, and like beating people up and doing crazy shit?
Neil
And then-
Young's people are serious. They will get you. They're like the Secret Service.
Yeah, but either way, it was so gnarly that Joe Rogan put a hoodie over his security shirt and just left. He's like,
Yeah.
I quit.
That's a good call.
Yeah, I know. He's like, is this worth it to get in fights with people and shit?
And
No.
Neil Young, I mean,
Hard to burn myself, or
to a heart of gold.
Yeah, why are they?
That's him. That's him.
Or maybe they were just burning burn barrels.
You ever dealt with any weird security like that at a festival or anything?
You know
Yeah.
what? The other day, we had somebody get up, like, kind of on the DJ booth. So he was, like, 6 feet up in the air. And, like, he was partying, rocking. And the guy was like, get down. No. Here's what happened. It was a girl. And they're pleading with this girl, please get down. And she's just...
On your table?
It's like the DJ booth. No, it was like the subwoofer in front of the DJ booth. which
You
is
would have had
really
her
high.
ass on your shit.
Yeah.
Right?
It
Don't put
really
your
wasn't
hands on any
bothering us.
customers.
You would have been like,
If anything,
sternly.
I would have just pushed her really hard into the crowd because you're not falling back into my board. But either way, she's up there. They're pleading with her, please get down, please get down. She won't. It's really disrespectful. She's like, nah, I'm partying. Then she finally gets down, and then a guy gets up there. They're not nearly as nice to the guy. They slammed him down like it was WWE. They took him from the top ropes and just threw him down because
the things you can
the
get away with.
subwoofer's on the stage. They threw him onto the floor, okay?
Some of these dudes are just like looking to do that to people. And that's why
Yeah,
it's their
and
job.
dude, he hit the ground and like it was like the floppy like arms and everything. You know what I mean?
That's not good.
Onto
No.
concrete. No, I was very shocked.
No
I was
need
like,
to handle it that way at all.
"Whoa." They took like it was just funny because the contrast was hilarious.
Yeah.
They're talking to the girl, baby, please get down, baby. Come on now. Come on. Okay, we finally got it down. Guy gets up there, slam to your death.
What was it? Security? I had this $80, which was a lot at the time, and it was headier than $80 worth at the time. Maybe the glass market would have
I
priced
remember
it like
this. I was right next to you.
$220 now.
I was with you.
Nice little pendant, like you would say this, but you could smoke out of it.
Whoa.
And we've been smoking out of my necklace the whole time. And
Yeah, it was. You had it long enough where I could like.
Yeah.
You could pass it to me, and I could.
Yeah,
Smoke it
I
while
had it
still
on
wearing
like
that.
a string like this. I could
Wait,
Yeah.
has Neil been taken over by a bot or something? He
Oh
just
my God.
commented this. I used to spend so much money on eating out every night for dinner until my girlfriend started ordering HelloFresh. Now we eat at restaurant quality dinners
stop.
every
Please
night.
stop.
And it only takes 15 minutes to make.
You gotta
Is this
stop.
Neil?
You gotta stop. We don't want to talk about this, Neil.
Were we talking about dinner?
Neil.
Has he been hacked? I'm really curious.
Neil.
Maybe. Or
Oh,
he just,
fresh. I mean, we're using Instacart, if anything, right?
Maybe he's trying to get us sponsors. Shout out. You gotta get 100,000 listeners before you get sponsors.
And the
Go
one
ahead.
before that says best features. I love my true classic teas.
It's Neil. He's funny.
This is a good bit.
He's a funny guy.
This is a good bit.
Good guest to have if he wasn't
What
a daddy.
great bit.
this big old security guard comes up to me and he's like, "Give me that," and I'm like, I cry in front of this man in a nice, choked up way, but I cry, and I'm like, "Please don't do this, dude."
Wow.
It's like, this means a lot to me. He's like,
He didn't.
It was a manly cry.
he's like, "You got to give it back to me." I was no, never mind. I didn't say that. He said, "You got to give it to me, man." And then I handed it over, kind of like
No, you
defeated.
handed it, dude. I was next to you. You handed it over like you took your L. You were like, "Here you go." You were like, "No problem. Here you go."
Yeah, I didn't want to get kicked out of the festival.
And you were like super positive vibes after it. You were like, I'm not letting this ruin my time.
I'm not good at that anymore.
No, wow.
Dude, so anyway, I went back up to him like 15 minutes. Well, I like start to like think more. I'm like, dude, I'll just give him $100 for it back. I go back up to him after like 15 minutes. And these security guards are crooked. I have my theories about this now.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, $100 right now. Can I have it back? And he was like, he looked at me for a second and was like, I already gave it to my boss, dude. And part of me wants to think that he actually did.
Yeah, no, he probably did because he definitely would have taken the $100.
Or he
Yeah. Oh,
instantly
yeah.
sold it to someone else in the crowd.
Yeah, because when I asked about this was my story. I was at a
You get away with so much being a security guard there.
a South by Southwest concert.
Sorry.
And I was really, really drunk, and I was just smoking my one hitter, like not even in the crowd, just like in the back. And this big, huge security guard like tapped me. He was like, "Come on, man, you got to go."
Whoa.
And he drug me like I was on a rooftop place, and he drug me like into the stairwell and was like, "You want to stay?" And I was like, "Huh?" And I was like, fucked up. He's like, "You can stay." And I was like, "Oh, are you asking for money?" And he's like,
Wow.
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You can give me money if you want to stay." And I was like, "You can have my weed and my pipe." And he took that and he was like, "You still gotta give me money if you want to stay." And I remember being like,
What?
It was like a South by Southwest show, and it was like
Uh.
8:30 p.m. And I was like, it's 8:30, and I was like, this show was supposed to end at 8.
What was that, Mike? What was that, Mike?
No, let Jack finish.
I was like, this show was supposed to end at 8. It's 8:30, so I'm just gonna leave.
Oh my god.
It was Oliver Heldens at
you
South by
serious?
Southwest.
What a good.
He's like,
idea.
this white boy's staying for this.
He was just overplaying his time at the South by Southwest
That's
party,
great.
and I was like, this is gonna end soon anyway. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Yeah, good choice.
But then I was like out on the sidewalk, and Samantha was still inside. I was like, you gotta close the tab and meet me outside.
That's
So I
good
got
stuff.
kicked out.
He brought you to that stairwell. You gave him your weed, your pipe.
I gave
Kevin,
him-
cut to me, dog. You gave him your weed. You gave him your pipe. You're in the stairwell.
A one hitter.
He still wants money. I'll give him the 2-hitter. Pow pow.
Oh,
Leave him
stab,
quick.
stab.
Bleeding.
Get the
Leave him-
veins and the arteries.
Leave him
you know what I'm
bleeding.
saying?
Sorry.
But yeah, he tried to take money from me, and I was like, I'm not. I paid $45 to come in here. The show's over.
I would start screaming
Good choice.
extortion, extortion,
I love
financial rape.
I loved those South by Southwest shows because they ended at like some would end at like 8:30.
I bet that was
No one
just a
extorting,
great
man.
time. South by Southwest. I would like to go to that.
Dude, Oliver Heldens that same day played just on 6th Street. Like there was like a DJ booth like by these food trucks. He just like put his USB in and just played there.
Man, we should go to Moonrise and just have some shenanigans in Baltimore.
The ship sailed with Moonrise. I read about it I'm still on the Facebook group, and
They hate it.
no, it's just like a daycare center now. We're too old for it.
I think we would have fun. No, I think we would have fun.
It's
Yeah,
the
I think
same.
so.
What is the thing they have there? That horse races.
Yeah, they
Pimlico.
do.
It's
That's
that
Pimlico.
crowd
Yep.
mixed with. I mean, I'm in the groups. I'm like, dude, this happened here. I'm like, no, we're not. I'm not going back.
We got to think of the
Wow.
time. The people that take the time to like write shit on there are mad people. There's
You're
a million
right.
people that go there and have a great time and just don't say anything.
I remember being at Mud World and being one of the guys who had a great time, and then
Yep.
coming back home and being like, man, people don't remember this very fondly.
no,
And I'm like,
I had a blast.
my mind was bent forever there, like
I
in a
remember
good
someone
direction.
shaking me on Sunday. Jack, get up. Everything's canceled except for the
Ugh.
campers. It's just us.
What?
I remember being like, what?
No, Sunday we did something. The
No,
boat.
no, no. Everything was canceled.
Oh yeah,
It was
except
only campers were allowed to go into the festival. Anybody that bought like a day pass or wasn't camping, they couldn't come in.
That's
the
right.
festival.
Only
no,
campers.
we
They're
were-
like, these people are already here. We got to
yeah,
put a show on
it-
for them.
The festival was canceled for everyone
That's
except
right.
people on site,
That was
and we
that
were
way.
like, fucking. That cut literally like 2,000 people out,
At least.
and we were like, it felt so homey. We're like. The camp that morning was just it was like war had just been fought, and we were like, it's over.
in the news going on the campsite that morning was like, no one else is coming in. It's just us.
Dude.
We were like, this is canceled? Nothing's happening. They're like, no,
Yeah.
it's still going on. But
It's just us,
And I
the
remember,
money people.
I remember we walked into Party Favor DJing.
Yeah, the whole schedule was all fucked up. 'Cause we were
Yeah, we missed Chrome Sparks. He
we're
didn't do it.
Space Jesus is on this stage now?
Dude, Neil just said camper. I barely even know her.
Damn, Neil. Holy shit. Play me. Actually, I'm going to play
Hey,
my own
Neil,
music
send
tonight.
me and Mike some Pokemon gifts if you're on.
He also said
what I'm
financial
saying.
grapes are delicious. What the fuck is he talking about?
He shouldn't be getting this much clout and credit and acknowledgement on our show.
Hey, Neil, we got a chair for you, buddy.
Oh, wait. You got him popped up on our thing.
Yeah, I do.
Huh. Cool.
I'm really giving him
Hey.
rolling out the red carpet
Hey,
for
this
Neil.
guy. Hey, this guy. You owe me a Pokemon gift. Give it to me.
Pika pika. All right.
I will talk to you like a pirate, Neil. What do we got? Oh my God. Arr, matey. You think you can take my ship over? You can't take my ship over. This is my podcast. Episode 26, I think. I hope I really do.
This sounds like you're about to describe like some sort of pirate-themed like phone game.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and segue into the Irish theme of the next month coming. March! The Ides of March, beware of them, they're coming for ye. All right, play me the real music, dog.
Hey, let's do it.
Yo! Thanks for tuning in. It was a good one. I appreciate all you. Neil, lead by example. Be like him. Tune in. Take a look. Take a peek. We'll mention you. We'll talk to you. We'll show everybody what you're doing on side projects. We'll give you a shout out. And you can be popular finally, you piece of shit. Michael Tall signing off. Tell him something, Kevin.
What's up, Neil? You can be sitting in this chair next week. Let's do it, buddy.
Yeah, tell Neil something.
It was a good Pokemon weekend for the Pokemon people.
Oh, man, that was good. I got a shiny Kyogre, and I'm going to ride it to
On
your
his
mama's
couch,
house.
On his couch like a loser.
You're wrong.
Bye.
It's Daddy's favorite show. It's Daddy's favorite show.